What a difference. This is like the best spot to open this video without having the wind right in my face, right? But this side I will just be tiptoeing over to periodically to see if I can get a fish. We're gonna have to focus on that side because the current is coming through this culvert here, and that's where the bait's gonna be. They're gonna be over here too, but thicker over there because that's what they've been doing all week, the shad. And there's gonna be bass hitting them here pretty soon, and then after that there'll be crappie hitting them. But for the moment we're focused on bass to see if we can get a big one like last time. I've been fighting this wind all day. This is not my, ooh, something just kicked up right here. This is not my first session today, and yesterday was pretty much the same, but unsuccessful, right? I tried 3 times to open a video just all day rolling around. But yeah, again, this is the best spot. It has the highest probability we're probably gonna catch here, but we're getting slammed by cold fronts this weekend, and we got slammed by cold fronts this week. So we're in between those things, right? We got 2 coming in, and we just had 2 hit us this week in a row. Cold temps coming by. Luckily, it's not too bad right now. It's about around 50 something, backyard of 50, right? 58. But in a couple hours, it'll be in the 40s. So, woo! To say that I'm totally focused on bass is actually not true. That's a bold-faced lie. We brought catfish rods. 1 bass rod, 1 rod for drop shot in the red worm. 2 catfish rods is what I brought. So yeah, we want to get a live bait for one of those, but on one of these we have strawberry chicken on a kale. It's a 3/0 kale, and we're going to use 3 ounces of lead, 20-pound test. It's likely that we're just going to hit a channel here. We're going to throw out here because the creek channel is out here and deep. We're just going to focus on this side because the sun is sinking over there. I know it's unfortunate the wind's going to be at us, but the wind is going to lay down. But if you look right here, you see how this current is pushing out, even though the wind is pushing it back. The wind and the current are against each other, but the shad are, whenever that current is pushing out, you see that dirt, that dirty water right there, that cloud of dirt. The shad are going to be right in here, and they're already here. There's stuff hitting them. You just have to really observe to see it. They're thick down there. And it's going to get better as we go through the afternoon. We have like maybe an hour before that's gone, before that sun is gone. All right, we're just going to go ahead and get this out, but we don't want it running right down the middle of everything over there. We want it to the side so it's not in my way of other things I'm going to do. And here we go. 1, 2, and 3. Nice and far out there. Boom. So even though it's technically fairly centered with the culvert, it's far enough out of the way to where I'm not going to encounter the line, and it's at an angle to that center point, right, to where that channel is. And we can just see what the idea here is. This is not an easy place to get a sand spike or a bank stick stuck in the ground. I mean, you can do it, but that works for me right there. I have night crawlers too if I want, but while I'm waiting for that rod to give me a perch to throw out, we'll throw out this speed worm on a shaky head. It's a pumpkin head shaky head. See that right there?
Hey, what lake is this?
Lake Holbrook.
Oh, this is Holbrook?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was like, man, it's nice. And I was like, what's the name of it?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. See that out there? There we go. Gotcha. Come over here because I got a line out right there. Oh, don't want them doing that. Could lose them. For a second, I was like, please let that be bass because we're losing the sun. And as we lose the sun, we could have this transition from schooling bass hitting these to crappie. I was about to say sac-a-lait. People around here get on to me when I say sac-a-lait. They say, you're not in French Texas anymore. Yeah, it's a joke. It's Louisiana. So, crappie. But that's a bass. They also get really mad when I call them green trout. They're like, that's not a trout. I'm like, yeah, that's a green trout. But that's a big green trout. Yeah, you're right. All right, he's over a pound. And look, he's got the blotchy bass syndrome coming up. But he looks like one of those German National Socialists to me. He's got that mustache. Yeah, you're right. Go back, Adolf. Now that we're losing the sun, we're gaining the cold, right? Over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, the nightly lows will be below freezing. We're getting a hit right here. Oh, I've never hit a snag right here before. First time for everything. I had to pop it. Luckily, I didn't lose my leader. I still have a bit of a fluorocarbon leader. I like to use fluorocarbon leaders. I am 10 pound on my main and 8 pound on my fluoro right now. I'm going to show you the jigs that I'm using. These are by Yum 316. That's a 3/0 hook, 3/0 J. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not the right one. Pulling out the wrong one here. Here they are. Now I'm using these heavier ones because of the wind, and it gives me the advantage to throw out further. Because it's winter time, fish are not going to be right up on the bank unless they have a good reason, like right now. So check it out. It's got the little red eyes, it's green, it's got the decent length screw lock.
Crappie biting yet?
Yeah, I'm sure they are, but I'm targeting bass right now. See, it's an offset. Yeah, you're right. So I got my pumpkin head tied on. Someone stopped to ask me some questions. These are by Yum. Finding these at Walmart. I bet it would be the perfect thing to use when you're targeting bass beds. I remember my good friend Alex, who lives in Louisiana, he likes stuff like pancake head jigs, and well, I've seen him use those. I don't know if he still uses them. But we are looking for a watermelon red speedworm. We are losing time here. So this is the speedworm I'm using. There's another version of this, but this is what I like at the moment to put on a shaky head. See, it's not super long. It's not super short. It would look like a fat finesse worm if you took the tail off. So it's basically in between a finesse and a cinco with a tail. So you just gently poke it in the center, or try to get the screw lock in the center, not the actual end of the wire, and then just gently roll it up on there. Now you want the hook to be like this, so the tail is flat. And there we go. Always give yourself a little bit of slack before you hook it, you know. Let's do that again, and I'll show you. Make sure you're lined up correctly. Push it. See how we gave a little bit of slack? We pushed a little extra up into that bend. And now we're going to pierce the body, come through. That little bit of extra slack right there helps you text pose the bait. And this is what we mean when we say text pose the bait. We just barely put the point of the hook in the bait there. And we have that tail flat. That's the presentation that we want. And while we were talking about that, we have totally lost the sun, but not the light. This might be my absolute last cast. No pun intended. Anyway, it is a pretty sunset. It was, right? It's still there. What's left of it. And the fish are blowing up. I haven't had a hit. It's probably just a one and done video. I think what is hitting might be a mix, like I've been saying. When I first got here, it was bass. It's usually the story, right? First fish to roll up smashing these shad are usually bass, and then the darker it gets, the mixier it gets, right? It's crappie, bass, and sometimes yellow bass and gill. I was hoping that catfish would be around, right? If all these shad are here, there's got to be some channel. But we haven't had a hit on catfish rod. Never had a hit on the red worm. There were people here, and one of them was fishing red night crawler underneath the cork, and they didn't get a hit. And here comes the nutria. It's really nice here at the end because the wind is stopped, but that's not going to make that big of a difference because it's getting chilly and chillier as the hour ticks, right? As time goes on, it's going to get below freezing in about 5, 6 hours, 7 hours, something like that. 6, 7. I love that, right? 6, 7. There's really no meaning to it, but 6, 7. Yeah, about 6 or 7 hours. So one and done. One and done. Well, I might not be done. I might come back out, but I'll put a different hat on, and I'll bring some live bait if I do at all. I'm just enjoying this golden light, and now I'm ready to say this. Thanks for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, being members of the channel, and yeah, you're right. I will see y'all next time.